Hi guys, and welcome to pre-match review.
Against Arsenal.
Yeah,
This won't be a positive one,
uh,
especially with Gav being on the channel as well.
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like I was very, very negative with my thoughts at first. I do. Problem is, I think if they turned up attacking, I think it would be a game that we'd quite easily lose at the moment. But no, no, they'll play for set pieces. So
You've got a couple of unknowns, right? Because Arteta has a brilliant record at London Stadium, especially the last two games. I think we've conceded 11 or 10 against them in the last two games. But Nuno's in. I'm not convinced yet. But I mean, Everton was a good start. Obviously, the problems are still there. He's not going to change it within two training sessions, but it looked like a good start. We played a bit better. We played a bit faster football.
yeah,
And we had as much possession as Everton did. So
yeah,
it's not like we were just sitting back either, which was quite a nice surprise to me. But I I think this will be a different game. This will show what Nuno can do. I think he'll drop into the back five this week against Arteta. The good thing is Arteta will have to have a think now because he'll probably obviously have had a game plan against Potter because Potter tries to play out from the back. And I don't know if Nuno's going to do that. It'll be interesting. As I said to you yesterday, if they went more of an attacking what like Zubamendi, Erdegaard, and Eze, I'd feel a bit more anxious about that. I just don't feel them being scary or hard to play against in open play. They kick the ball about a lot, but they don't score from open play. They're a very corner orientated team.
yeah. And I think you're right. I think Everton was a positive step, at least. I'm not 100% sold on Nuno because I didn't really want him in. But I think if we do play five at the back, it'd be good to see if Igor starts because I'd like to see what he does.
Yeah, you need him anyway because you need the height.
Yeah, yeah. And I think, obviously, Mav's kind of bread and butter is winning a header, but at the moment, he doesn't even seem to be in the right place to win one. So I think, yeah, back five, because they only really seem. Obviously, you can count the freak Martinelli goals, but actual starting off, they don't score from open play.
This game is literally dependent. This will be one drawn or lost on the back three.
Yeah,
The back three. I hope Wan-Bissaka's back. I've not seen anything about him not being back. And then Diouf for the other side. All right, sometimes he'll be caught out defensively, but hopefully he provides enough of a counter threat that they don't necessarily hit him touch tight all the time.
yeah, yeah. I'm not
Just less of those in the first 20 minutes against Everton, less of those long lamps basically into the wide space which no one was in and occupying. That'd be nice.
I think if they line up I think they're going to line up with the tactics of just kind of playing they
Well, they'll pen us
usually
in.
play. Yeah, I think they'll pen us in, but I think we'll really. I don't think the pressure will be the problem. I think it'll be a freak goal from a corner again, and then I think it'll be 1-1 draw, mate. I don't think it's going to be an entertaining game if I'm honest.
But we don't want it. We don't not being in a stinking way. Nuno won't want it to be entertaining.
No.
He'll want two draws going into this international break. If you gave West Ham fans before Potter was even sacked, oh, you'll get 2 points out of Everton and Arsenal, you'd go, yeah, no worries, I'll take that.
Yeah,
That's just fact.
That to be honest, even with a new appointment, I'd take that now because I think, I'm not the way Arsenal have been playing. I'm not overly scared. I just think that if they played how we would recommend, where you put Eze and you put Odegaard up front, with those two in an attacking form and Zubamendi as a single, I think they'd tear us apart because I don't think we'd deal with that pressure. Eze,
no, there'd be too many attacking players on the pitch. Is what I'm saying. You just couldn't man mark at that point.
No,
I'd keep Saka out of the game and then let them go down the left as much as they want. Because Eze, when he has gone down the left, hasn't looked brilliant. I don't even think he'll start. I think it'll be Trossard.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Trossard. And keeping Saka quiet isn't that difficult because you leave a little bit on him. He's scared of physical fights, and I genuinely think if Diouf lets him know he's there early, that'll be Saka out of the game anyway.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know. No major injury news as far as I'm aware. So the way I'd set up the team, the way I think it will be set up, it will be a 5-3-2. I think that's pretty much guaranteed. I don't see it being any other formation. Back three, exactly. A back four is exactly how it was against Everton, but with Igor in there, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Midfield three, I think Thomas Souček's back, so it'll be Souček. I would like Souček, Fernandes, and Mangasa, although I don't know who'll drop Paqueta. It'll be good. It'll be interesting actually to see if he does drop Paqueta because I don't think it's a game for Paqueta to play.
No.
And then I would think Bowen and some of it up front.
Yeah.
And it's purely to hit those what we done at the start of the year. where you hit them long, and you hope that a Somerville or a Bowen can take a couple of people on and do something. That's to set it up like that. At the end of the day, if Arsenal come tomorrow and they're an arrogant bunch. Their players are. You get that feel from them.
Yeah,
They're an arrogant set of fans, set of players. I don't see what's wrong with maybe changing it up at half time. I don't know if we can match them player for player, because I don't think we can. But
no.
I don't see why as well we should be scared of them either, because in open play, Ben, they're not amazing.
No, and I think if they turn up and they show that they don't really want it, and they don't come up and press us on the front foot, then I agree. I have no problem with, say, half time, 60 minutes in. If they're not looking keen and no goals have been scored, make a couple of changes. Change to something that's slightly more pragmatic going forwards. I don't have an issue with that. I just think
you saw against Everton that back four for the first 20 minutes, half hour looked shaky.
Yeah.
And my worries of it is that if you've done that against Arsenal, they will just bombard us. I think that first half, by the way, they'll be going down the sides, trying to get corners every chance they can. The same as what Chelsea did and the same what Spurs did, and it worked. So you can't knock them for it because it works.
Yeah.
But my thing is if you've got 5 in there, you should not be conceding corners, especially if Suchek is playing. That Mangasa is absolutely fucking huge.
Yeah.
All right, you've not got Fulker in, but at that rate, then you have 5 over 6 foot players and a goalkeeper, which by the way, Areola came out and actually defended his box quite well against Everton. I'd like to see that again.
He's not a keeper. I'm confident.
He stays in, by the way.
He did well. And I can't really say he's at fault for any of the goals. To be honest, it was all defensive errors.
No, there's only one.
You know what I mean? Though the goal against Everton, it was just a defensive error.
Yeah, it was just something we're not getting out. And I said this as well. How much Nuno looked like he was raging when that happened after the goal went in. I don't think that will happen again.
No, I think that'll be.
He's one of these managers that seems to. All right, we've done that. We're not doing that again, sort of thing. Potter allows, not excuses, but allows mistakes and says to grow on it. I don't think Nuno's one of those managers. I said to you yesterday a 1-1. I would take a 1-1 right now. I don't see us winning.
No.
I don't see a reality where we win. I think a draw is quite attainable. I think most likely we're going to draw, and because they don't score a lot of goals. And you can cite the Leeds game, and that's fine. But Leeds came out to play, and also as well, when they didn't, they dropped into a 4. We won't drop into a 4. We will drop into a 5, and
they struggle to break that down.
Arsenal fans that don't know anything about football said, "Oh, well, at the end of the day, he's already beat Nuno." No, he didn't. That was Ange's first game, so let's not even bring that up. That's just irrelevant. Again, I don't remember a game where Nuno has been absolutely torn apart.
No.
So I doubt if that happens now.
I don't think that.
But
we're
I'd take a draw
lose.
Tomorrow.
Yes, yeah, I would take a draw now.
They're a better team. Sorry, I would put out that they are a better team than us right now. That is clear.
But the only thing I would say was, if there was a win to come out of anywhere, I reckon it'd be a last-minute Bowen run.
But they don't like playing us today.
No,
they've shown that in a couple of years.
No.
Us, Fulham, and Newcastle. Although they beat Newcastle last week, so what does that say?
True.
Yeah, they turn a corner.
Yeah, I think they get a bit too much credit for the Newcastle.
No, I know, but you know what I'm saying. That's factual.
Do, yeah.
They won it, so that's fine.
Their bogey team seems to be us, Newcastle, and Fulham, and I would agree.
Be interesting if he throws a kitchen sink at us actually after 60, 70 minutes. So I'd like to see what Nuno's reaction is to that, because I'd like him to maybe chuck someone else on that can go forward and kind of try and go, well, we ain't just going to sit back. If you're going to throw a kitchen sink at us, we're going to try and play a bit more expansive. Yeah. But I don't know. Let's see. As I said, I'm not necessarily confident. I think a point tomorrow most likely takes us out the bottom 3, but that doesn't really matter against Arsenal anyway, to be honest with you. As long as we go in to the international break without getting a fucking paste in, and then Nuno gets 2 weeks of the team and he gets to thread in some actual tactics.
Some of his own ideals.
Yeah, principles, isn't it? And kind of going like that, because that's what's important. But yeah, that's me pretty much. I think that's everything.
Yeah.
There will be a match review with Gav, I would imagine, which will be brilliant if we lose. Yeah, let us know what you think. If we've got it completely wrong and you think we're going to lose, by all means, if you can tell us why, though, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's just, I don't think it's just simple as, oh, they're better than us sort of thing. It might be this year, though, who knows? But we usually do all right against them, is my point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually
we seem to have their number a bit. Same with Fulham and Newcastle, so it'd be interesting. But yeah, let us know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and there'll be a review on Sunday, I'd imagine, or Saturday night, depending on our mood, I would think. And there's no good late kickoff actually. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. See you later.
Cheers, guys.